Right. This is the dialogue. A good evening. And this is a very bright evening out there, very cold one, chilled one. And this is a show, the dialogue. And this show comes your way Mondays, Tuesday 7 a.m. and then Tuesday same time 6 p.m. But here you have to invite friends to join the feed because we are very active on Facebook. We are also live on YouTube as well as traditional media on KFM TV. Now on social media, KFM TV GH. Now this evening it is very, very simple. We are talking a bit of the economy, and then we are going to touch on some aspects in terms of agriculture and other aspects of the economy. But before anything else, we are actually inviting a lawyer of good standing, and pretty soon he's going to join us in the studio here, and that is the more reason why you have to join us and be a part or be an integral part of this show, so that we talk politics, we talk and we discuss things that or policies that will help build this our country, Ghana. No one will come and build the country for us. I am Franklin CADWELL. Our colonial masters they came to do this, they left it for us. We have to do it and do it well. Now, for this evening or this night, I want to motivate you. Yes, I always want to psych you up because most of the times we are found wanting. Most of the times we are in disarray, we are despaired, we are discouraged. But at least some few words from a friend or a colleague may psych you up and for you to continue working and working hard, because one day, like we always say, there is light at the end of the tunnel. What I have for you this evening is that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. That is very simple, right? Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Yes, so you may be the less privileged in terms of talent. Some people are highly talented, yes, highly talented. Regardless, they always rehearse. They always work hard and harder, all right, because they want to achieve something. Let's cast our mind to Usain Bolt. He's one who can run very fast, but I understand, listening to him, he had to train harder to achieve what he was achieved. Not because he's talented or he was talented, no. If you are talented, highly talented, you have to sharpen that talent that was given to you by God. But if you sleep somewhere thinking because I am talented, well, I can just get up and start performing or do anything that you wish to do and do it well, you may be laughing at the wrong side of your mouth. And so the best thing is that you have to continue practicing, and always be consistent. Yes, whatever you are doing must be consistent, and making sure that you are also working very hard. Look at, what's his name? May his soul rest in peace. Michael Jackson. He always rehearses. If you look at his videos, he always rehearses before coming on stage. And today, he, even though after his death, he's classified as the best hip-hop artist in the world and the best performer ever. Now, so that is what I have for you by way of what motivation. He says that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. That is very simple. I am Franklin CADWELL. I'm going to take a breather, call a friend, and this show is for you and I. So your comments are welcome on 0246 239070, 0246 239070, as well as SMS and WhatsApp, as well as on Facebook and YouTube. I'm taking a breather. I'll be back in a jiffy. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for staying and tuning into KFM TV. But today or tonight, there is a very energetic young man who is very respectful and down to earth, celebrating his birthday today. And his name is Albert Ahoto. If I'm getting the name well, Albert Ahoto. And I am sure MCR will show me those pictures. And he's a very great, energetic man, young man here. And I pray God strengthens you and give you that power and zeal to continue and grow to be 100+ for us and your family. And that is the young gentleman on your screens there. Happy birthday to Albert Ahoto. He is an editor here, video editor here in the house, KFM TV. Thank you for that. Happy birthday to you. Now, this evening, we are actually inviting a lawyer who is actually a lawyer for the board on the National Cathedral, the board of executives of the National Cathedral, and he's lawyer Charles Owusu Juanah. Lawyer Charles Owusu Juanah, and he's going to be our guest for tonight. And like I said, we are going to delve into every aspect of the economy, all right? We'll look at inflation, we'll look at the performance of the current government, we'll look at agriculture. Remember, just about 2 weeks ago, barely 2 weeks ago, the president of the day went to cut salt for Farmer Service Center, and that is an initiative that will provide farm implement or farm tools to farmers on loan basis, so or maybe on higher basis. So you come for the implement, you don't pay anything after your crops are yield, and you make your profit from the sale of the crops or produce or farm produce. Then you can go and pay for the implement, or you pay for it the hiring that you hired the implement. That aside, this morning we spoke about a bit of an MP in Parliament. He's in the minority, Honorable Hassan Tampoli, who happens to be the MP for the good people of Gushegu, yes, in the Northern region. And he is also a ranking member on Parliament Legal Affairs Committee that is in Parliament. And he actually made some comments on the LGBTQ plus and so many things. And he also went ahead to say the economy there's difficulty in the economy, people are suffering. We are going to listen to that video, but before we listen to that video, I want to go for a break. But take this number before I go for a breather, and that is 0246 23 9070. 0246 23 9070. I'll be back in a GB. Stay.
Are you still driving fuel cars in this modern era? The future of driving is here. KFM Limited, lead distributors of electronic vehicles, have made transportation easy and efficient. Behind me are 3 of their beautiful new brands: Leap Moto, Giomi, and Nami. Come with me, let's explore the fine details. Leap Moto, let me tell you a bit about its interior. Like you can see, the interior is heavenly, right? There's whole wheel and everything in here is in shades of gray. So we have light and dark gray, very classic. We have 2 screens to your display. This very screen gives you everything about the infotainment. We have its mileage, how far it can take you. On your journey with this electric car, you can switch it into just 3 comfortable modes. It's either the standard for a regular drive, the sports mode for a fast mode, or the economy to manage your battery strength. If you charge it in about 6 hours, it should take you 310 kilometers. Yes, you can go to Kumasi and back. I get that. Leap Moto, your option, your choice if you're a new driver like myself. Let's try the other. Now to my favorite. It's called Geely Geomi. Come with me, let's toy in it. All you need is this keyless key. You just make sure it's handy and around. And as the moment you open the car, it starts on its own. Like the interior speaks for itself. Glorious black and white. In its all glory, beautiful wheel, and you have a very lengthy screen. Gives you same 3 modes, standard, economy, and sports for a high or fast rider like myself. Now to my very final brand I like to introduce you to. It's called Nami, Sky Blue Nami. Come with me, let me tell you a bit more about it. Nami, like all the other electronic cars, is beautiful. Its interior is a glamorous 2 shades of gray, light gray and darker gray. With 2 beautiful screens, this one gives you information and entertainment. This gives you the battery strength. Nami can travel 330 kilometers. It can go to Kumasi and back. If you charge it for 6 hours, you're good to go. You can also fast charge it for 3 hours. Beautiful wheel and everything you need. Nami, my preference everyone. Do you desire an electronic vehicle in Ghana? We have various payment options, including hire purchase. Contact KFM Limited with the numbers below the screen. We have you sorted.
Alright, so welcome back and thank you so much for staying. This is the program, The Dialogue. Now, before we went on the breather, I actually was talking about an MP, that is MP Honorable Al-Hassan or Hassan Tampoli, who was talking about LGBTQ and how the president of the day has not been sincere to Ghanaians because of what is going on. And then he also said something about there is hardship in the economy, and I actually want us to listen to that video before I introduce my guest to you. Let's watch that video now.
Sometime in January, when the clergy called on him last year, that it's a private member's bill and he wants to make it a public bill. That has not taken place until we had to reintroduce it as a private member's bill. So the government, the president have not been sincere with the Ghanaian people. They're not being sincere with the Ghanaian people. We haven't showed that we stand by our words. All the things that we said, Ghanaians are waiting for us. See, the next meeting of parliaments, we have to see it listed as one of the bills that will be passed. And the president has over 2/3 majority in parliament. They have passed almost 80% of bills that were passed since this parliament came into being, this ninth parliament, under certificate of urgency. Why not pass this one through certificate of urgency?
It's not a priority.
It's not. How can you say it's not a priority? Or is it that the president is doing this because he's no longer going to contest, so he doesn't care what fortune it befalls on NDC? So what NDC, will lose credibility in the next election. But either way, this bill has to be passed. Because we have told the Ghanaian people that we cherish our family values, and we believe that this practice is not in keeping with our customs, traditions, and the various customary areas in this country. Frown on this thing.
Right, so that is Hassan Tampoli, and he is the MP for the good people of Gushigu in the northern region. But that's what he said about LGBTQ bill, right? And remember, he was also in parliament during the S-Wiles administration's era. And he also said something about there's hardship in the country. Yes. And I want us to take a listen to that, and we'll be back. Let's watch that.
increase the cocoa farmers, money, 6,500 Ghana cedis. They ended up not even leaving it at 3,100 cedis. They have to reduce it to 2,500 Ghana cedis. They said that they are going to reduce electricity tariff. Electricity tariffs have gone up for about 50%. Water tariffs have gone up. Price of petroleum products have gone up. Our farmers are suffering. The teachers have not been paid for about 9 months. Nurses haven't been paid for close to the same period. There's hardship. People queue to get vehicles, to get cars. It wasn't like that during our time. So there's a lot of hardship. You see, he said that inflation should even go to 1%. But can you feel the inflation? A single-digit inflation, can you feel it? They said that exchange rates has come down. Yes, it has come down. But has that reflected in the... Pure water was going from 10 cedis to 15 cedis until the government said, oh, please don't increase. We are going to absorb it.
Yeah, that was the honorable. And, inflation was around 22.9 or 23.8 somewhere in 2024. Now, between 3.2, 3.3%. And people are still complaining about hardship. But I need not say more. I have with me here lawyer Charles Owusu Juanah, and he is a legal, private legal practitioner. Lawyer, good evening.
Good evening.
Once again.
Thank you.
I believe you are doing well.
I'm doing well. How about you?
Thank you, doing well.
Greetings to your listeners and your watchers.
Yeah, they greet you too as well. But you are looking great this evening.
Thank you so much. I try hard to look good.
I see that.
Life is short.
Yeah. And how is the chamber?
Good. We have a couple of lawyers that work for us.
Yeah.
And so the chamber is doing very well.
We've
got a few lawyers who go around, do our cases all over the country. So, okay.
Yeah. It's been a while though.
Yeah.
Last year somewhere, October.
Yes, I didn't see you.
Well, but
I'm happy that you're well. And
thank you.
You're still in your business.
Thank you. Right, so the reason why we are here this week, we are going to look at a lot of issues regarding the economy and what this government came and what he's done so far. But you listen to the video of the MP right now, and first of all, let's begin from LGBTQ. During the electioneering era, we were promised that if voted for current president, they are quickly going to assent to the bill. Now, we hear that they say it is not a priority and people are agitating. What is your take on that?
Well, to be able to talk about this, you need to look at how it all started. This LGBT thing, when it was put forward as a private member's bill by one of the NDC persons. And then obviously went through the process and the rest of it. There was so much acrimony and blame game during that time that the president of the day at that time didn't want to sign it. In fact, they did cartoons of LGBT, his family members, some members of the parliament, even Dr. Baumia. They put a pig around him and stuff like that. Yeah. You see, now, all of a sudden, the president now has got a reason why the other president did not sign. That is the private member's bill, and therefore the state doesn't have to spend money on it and the rest of it. So all these things were there. All these reasons were there. And the president says, okay, take it back and correct it and bring it so that I can sign it. And it never happened. So it's like, I want power by all means, and I must lie. I must say things that people would accept and accept me.
So you think it is just for vote buying?
Yes, it's just for vote getting, actually.
Canvassing for vote.
Yeah, canvassing for vote. So you will say anything for the people to trust, because LGBT thing, you have the Christians who are against it, you have the Muslims who are against it, you have the traditionalists who are against it, and you have a lot of people who are not in support of it. So almost 95 to 96% of the population of this country don't like it. So if that is not a priority, then I don't know what is a priority anymore. It doesn't mean it, because you are there as a president because of the people. So the wishes of the people must be met. You get me?
Yes, sir.
You are there because you are representing the people of this country. And then you made statements when you were in opposition, which made the people trust you that, oh, if this president is not going to sign, and you say you are going to sign, so we shall vote for you.
Okay.
And some people even got upset and abstained from voting because of these things. Now you come to power and say it's not priority. How did it not become priority all of a sudden? So it's disingenuous on the part of the government and the president.
Now, don't you think that when an era dies, so to say, the bill dies with the era? Now, the bill is supposed to be tabled again in Parliament and taken through all the processes that we know about. Don't you think that is what?
Parliament passes a bill, the president will sign it for it to become a law.
Yes.
Otherwise, it won't never become a law. The president says it's not of relevance. It is not of relevance. So the other part of the lawmaking process, he has already thrown this thing. I think to you that, look, don't waste your time to do this, because if you come, it will not happen.
Taking it through the process.
Precisely. Like the MP said. He said you've done emergency bills so much and you have so much people in Parliament to pass it quickly. So if you really meant what you were telling Ghanaians at that time, that, okay, the other presidents want to do it, so when you come, you do it. By now, that bill had become a law long time ago. Otherwise, it's also, okay, now we're not going to do a private members bill. We are going to do it a state bill. We're going to push it through the system so that we'll put the necessary resources against it for it to become this. So, but you see, many a time, we are now seeing many a time things that this government said when they were in opposition, that now it turns out that it is not true, or they were just trying to get votes and stuff like that. I heard that what's his name? This guy who did the private members bill. He said that some of the things, some of the things that he said it for his party to come to power.
He said that?
Yeah, that's what I heard people saying, but I've not heard him say it. No. So, but if that is what he's saying, then why is he there? See, politicians must recognize that they are representing a people. Without the people, they can't be there.
It is.
They are representing the people. The parliament is people representation. The president is voted for and power is given to him, not his ministers, not anybody else, to him to act and responsible to the people. So when you promise the people that you are going to do A, B, C, D, and they vote for you, then you say, oh, I'm here now, and the thing that I said, it is not. So why would you now do such a U-turn on an issue that is on the hearts of the people of this country?
The entire country.
The entire country. Yeah. Why would you do a U-turn? It means something has gone on somewhere.
I see.
Which is something that is stopping you or deterring you from fulfilling the promise that you made to the people of the country. And it is not fair.
Yeah, he actually lost an honorary doctorate degree from Lincoln University due to his stance.
Precisely.
So could it be that there's some sort of fear in him?
Well, the question is, you have become a president not by yourself.
Good.
By a people.
All right.
So America will manifest the things that its people support. In Parliament and in the presidency.
Very well.
Ghana also should mirror that which its people support. Now, Saudi Arabia, is LGBT there?
You can't.
Because the people do not support it.
Sure.
You get me? So over here, the people says we don't support it. The Christians, they made a table. The Muslims, they set up a table. The traditionalists, everybody in this country who matters has made their decisions very clear. So, Mr. President, who are you responsible to? To yourself or to the people of Ghana?
Okay.
So if that cannot move you, then what is going to move you?
Very well.
And then when you see what is going on around, when you see soul sourcing and the rest of it and the things that are going on.
We'll be coming to that. Hold your thoughts on that. But you're watching the dialogue on KFM TV. We are live and very active on Facebook, KFM TV GH, as well as YouTube. And you can send in your WhatsApp messages, SMS messages on 0246 23 9070. 0246 23 9070. Now, Lawyer, you also heard the Honorable Tampoli talking about there's hardship in the system. And inflation was at 23.8% yes, in 2024, before the NDC came into power. Now, inflation is at 3.1, 3.2. But this is a statesman. He is an honorable saying that there's hardship in the system. You're also a Ghanaian. You are an electorate. What do you say to this?
He's right. What the honorable MP is saying is perfect. It's spot on. People are suffering. If you like, go to a chop bar right now, and then consider the time when the other government was there. Go to the chop bar and say you want to buy a bowl of fufu and some meat and some stuff. Check the prices. If the inflation has got down, because prices have dropped. You understand? Prices will have to drop. But if inflation has gone down and prices are still up there, the prices that affect the common man, the prices that affect them is still going up. Electricity is going up. Inflation has gone down means government is making a lot of money. So the government can subsidize and can do things. Okay. But electricity has gone up. Water has gone up. Everything is gone up. So how can it be inflation that has gone down? It is not correct.
So what do you think is happening?
Well, it is the game. Look, this government is a government that will tell the people one thing, and they have massaged figures and they are pushing it out there.
Okay, so it means the figures we have, the data we have now, may be a cooked one.
It is a cooked one, not a maybe. I said it's a cooked one. If the finance minister will let him come and justify why prices are still going up. Because look, when the dollar drops, the things that brings in dollar is used to bring in, like the imported goods and stuff like that. Their prices are supposed to go down.
It is.
Dramatically. Or drastically, if you like. Custom duty that you pay to ship or to import because the dollar has gone down. But what they fail to recognize, that is only about 5% of the active economy. The poor man is not going to buy that kind of rice. He will buy local rice, is he? So presumably the local rice must come down.
Yeah.
But it hasn't come down. The guy who is going to buy banchi and body to go and make fufu, he doesn't need a dollar fluctuation.
Yeah.
So he's going to buy the brody. The brody has gone up. The banchi has gone up. The meat has gone up. So this is what they did not recognize. Because the catchment area for the dollar is very small compared to the catchment area of how the city plays up in terms of daily lives of the people. So it is showing up. It is coming up. Everybody is beginning to see.
Couldn't it be that even though inflation, if it is not cooked and it is real, and maybe Ghanaians are just being reluctant, right? Especially business entities or business women and whoever is doing a business are just reluctant, or maybe, would I use the word, just don't want to obey authority.
No.
Right? So they are doing their own things. Nobody is regulating them.
No, there is no law that regulates prices in this country. Prices are not regulated. Price control, no.
Okay.
But if the guy goes out there and buy his stuff at this price, whether you have your inflation thing or not, it is his cost levels that he has his profit levels and starts selling. That's what happens. So I do not think that people will become adamantly wicked and say, okay, even though the prices have dropped, I went to buy my bag of local rice for this amount and I'm going to sell it about 2 or 3 times the price. I don't believe that is true. It is not showing because the mechanics that brings this thing, that because when the inflation comes down, automatically it affects if it is genuine. Look, this dollar reduction of the dollar against the cedi. It happened before during Kufuor's government. Didn't you see?
Yeah.
Even the dollar, the cedi was more powerful than the dollar.
Yeah, when we had the redenomination.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it reflected on the economy, because when they wanted to do it, when Dr. Baumia and then Aqua suggested it to the president that look, the dollar thing is not working. It is not true. It's not right. Then he said, look, he brought people from abroad to come and check the economy
before
they did the 90-something cent pesos to $1.
To $1.
And it was correct in the economy. The money was so heavy, so everything was perfect.
That was early 2000s.
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing was perfect. Now, once it is not correct, it is being put on. It will never work.
So it isn't the recalcitrancy of
no,
traders?
I don't believe so. Some traders are whatever, but you can only that would be about only about 1% of the traders. But generally, it is problematic.
But won't this bounce back if it is cooked, as you are saying? And it means a time will come, it will bounce back.
Definitely.
And it will
they cannot be able to
escalate.
Workers, public servants are not being paid. Contractors are not being paid.
Yeah.
Civil servants are not being paid. Now, why do you think this is happening? When COVID was there, the previous government, they were paying everybody. So it's not like Ghana is so bankrupt we cannot generate enough revenue to pay our people. But when you take a lot of money to get dollars and they said to show up to go against the dollar so that the CD will remain at a certain level, then that is your problem.
Okay.
Because your priority is now to keep the dollar down rather than to keep economy at a certain level that people can have good life.
Okay.
So that is your business.
All right. So you are still watching the dialogue here on KFM TV. Your comments are welcome, and your messages on 0246 239070, 0246 239070. We'll be kind enough to read all your comments and messages to the entire world to hear. Now, Daman Mine lawyer, just last week, it was bidded to engineers and planners, and the CEO of Engineers and Planners happens to be the brother of our current president. And a lot of people are citing conflict of interest, blah, 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 and a lot of issues around family and friends here and there. What would be your take on that?
For me, you see, this is not a new thing so far as this president is concerned. If you look at the bauxite, after he lost the elections, he decided to give it to his brother.
Okay.
Now, the reason why I'm talking about Yinesh is just I want to give you a little bit explanation of why I disagreed with him totally. You see, the bauxite was discovered in this country around 1901.
Sure.
By 1945, they had actually done everything possible to find out what its specification, the quantum, and everything that was necessary to have the bauxite, or to mine the bauxite, or to use it for the purpose for which you want to use it for. Now, when you do all that, and the boss is like giving, when you give it to somebody, or you bring somebody to join you, the person must pay a huge amount of money against it. Because everything has been done. It's like when you are coming to exploit for gold. The presumption is that the gold is down there, whether it is a commercial value or not, you don't know. So you make an agreement with the guy, so that the guy spends his money, and when he finds the gold, he gets more than you. But this one, the whole thing is there. It is discovered.
Okay.
The quantum.
That is the bauxite.
Yes, everything is discovered.
It was taken through feasibility.
Everything. I said it's from 1901 they started prospecting.
Yeah.
So everything was set. So to take it and give it to your brother without him paying anything to government or the state, then it means something went on. And even the time frame. So I'm not surprised that Damai and the rest of it are being thrown into the lap of this gentleman.
But we understand it went through competitive bidding.
Well, when you go through competitive bidding, a lot of people do not understand. 3 people went and did the bidding. Then they shake it and say, 2 people. And then, and so when you have 2 people of the same quality, then it becomes a discretion of the committee to decide who we are going to give to.
But they actually went through some tendering.
And I'm saying the tendering, when it goes through that, for example, you tendered and 3 people or 4 people came up with the same kind of stuff. So we need to shake it back again. And then we need to, if we got 2 people, and it says, okay, now who do we give it to?
Yeah. That fell on Heath Goldfield Mines and this one.
That is a discretion.
Limited and
that is and then it becomes a discretional decision.
I see.
Because both parties are equally says. But the goldfield mines and engineers and planners, who is more experienced in mining?
Okay. I may say the Heath Goldfields Limited.
So if
Because
they are more
they've been on the field,
experienced, they are mining. So the engineers and planners, where are they? So far as mining is concerned. So that's how it goes down. But people do not recognize that these are the things that help in the development of a country. For example, Nigeria, when they found out they had huge stocks of tanks of this thing, crude oil, that is when they built Abuja.
Yeah.
Because the capital of Nigeria was in,
yeah.
was in
Lagos.
Lagos.
Yeah.
That's why they built Abuja. They
because of
used
the crude oil.
Crude oil, the monies that were coming,
I see.
they used it for a purpose.
Okay.
And then they built Abuja.
Okay.
So when we find lithium, we find gold, we find this or that, it means there's something in this country, we have to use it for something that we know we are lacking. And we need huge sums of money, or we need to borrow a lot of money to be able to build it. So we use it to develop the countries a lot at different times.
Okay.
But if we are going to just sit down and say, okay, let us do this thing today, and the president is here, and his brother is there, and this is, so let us mush it this way. Next time when another government comes in, what do you think will happen? You create you create a problem that is only waiting for a period of time for people to come and find out whether it was genuinely done. Or so what are you doing? The state does not belong to the president or anybody else. It belongs to the whole of the Ghanaians. And the time for each president is 4 years and 4 years. When that time passes, there's nothing that you have done that cannot be reversed.
Okay.
The state can come and say, I want to nationalize this thing because it forms a part, it forms a very important part in our economy, financial, whatever. So I want to nationalize it.
Sure.
Can you stop it?
No.
You cannot stop it.
Impossible.
Yes. Or they can come around and find things wrong with the way the thing was issued. And just like how the bauxite was taken away from him.
Yeah.
So you when the thing is about the state, don't play with it.
But not to interject, but this politics thing, is it helping our nation?
No,
it isn't.
it is not. In any capacity, it's not.
Like you are going.
Yeah.
So the other comes and removes. The other comes and removes. So are we building at all?
No, we're not.
Or do we even want to build?
We want to build.
Really?
I want to believe that we want to build.
Yeah.
But different people come onto the scene and they do different things.
Okay.
Which takes us off our course. You understand? But again, Ghanaians are so gullible. So sometimes they just hear the things that they are being told, they believe in it, and then they go on to vote. The only time that you can have effect on anybody who's going to rule the country is the 4 years that you are given to vote. So may I advise that all of you who are listening, make sure you know what you are doing. Because the moment you vote, it takes 4 years, 4 painful years, before you have another opportunity to vote. Now you look at the consistency and the projects and then the policy of a government or a previous government or a government before, and see that this is where they were going, and we believe that if they were able to get to wherever they were going, we will benefit. Then you vote. But you don't vote because they said, oh, we'll give you 6,000 cocoa when we come. We'll do this, we'll do LGBT, we'll sign it. You don't vote because of that. The farmers had 3,100 in their hands.
Yeah. For the cocoa.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they decided that they're looking for 6,000, which was in the bush. My father told me that a bird in hand is worth
worth millions in the bush here, because you've gotten that.
That's when you have it in your hands. Now they've reduced it to 2,500 and you're crying. Why are you crying? It is you. You went and voted for them, because even the guy who came in when you were receiving 475 for a bag, he pushed it to 3,100. You were not grateful. You were looking for 6,000. Now it turned out that it's 2,500. Then you are crying. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
So the one that is the man who came, who thought about you and said, let me increase these people's money. Now let me ask this government, if when they reduced it to 2,500, government didn't have any share profit in it. The cocoa farmer has been carrying this country on its backs since colonial days as cash crop.
Sure.
So they were farming, they get their cocoa, government takes it from them, government sells, government takes some of the money to run the state, and then a little bit of it is given to them. Right through. If that hadn't happened and they were selling their cocoa, they would have been billionaires by now.
Yeah.
But they are the most poor people in town because they've been carrying this country. So if the prices have dropped just for a period, don't you think that the government should have subsidized? So, the government that is doing well, that inflation is 3.1%.
So you should have subsidized.
Of course.
And pay them what?
Yes, so that they can prepare for the next season.
I see.
And they can pay their debts. Okay. They can do all these things, but you just cut the money.
I see.
Is it fair?
Well, you're still watching the dialogue here on KFM TV. We are here with lawyer Charles Owusu Juanah. He's a private legal practitioner. Now, you can send in your comment on 024-623-9070. 024-623-9070. We'll be kind enough to read all your comments. But yes, I think I would like to activate the phone lines. All right, you can call in to share your views with us on the same number. That is 024-623-9070. 024-623-9070. Now, lawyer, big push. Big push. You mentioned soul sourcing, and we understand it's only 44% of soul sourcing, from 90-something to 44%. Okay, 90-something in the erstwhile administration to now 44% soul sourcing. Sorry, in this policy, the big push. What would be your take?
Well, soul sourcing is meant for a specialized. For example, we are going to do a certain project. And the project is for specialized contractors or persons to be able to do it. So if you have somebody who has all those qualities and more, or maybe easily the best in town, there's no need for you to, because you want the thing to be done properly. So there's no need to go shopping for other people. So soul sourcing is allowed. But when you have soul sourcing that is being spread around, companies that have one worker or something as they say in the news and the rest of it now, then it is not done in the spirit of what soul sourcing actually is.
Okay.
And this thing happens here and there. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So you can't even blame only this government that they are doing. Maybe they are doing more than the previous government. But you can't blame them. It's something that has been going on. So definitely it must stop. So that Ghana gets good quality.
But this government actually blamed the former government.
Yes.
That they were doing it too much.
This government blamed the former government for everything. They blamed them for free SHS. They blamed them for Agenda 111. They blamed them for everything. LGBT, name it. They blamed them for everything because they threw everything. They blamed them for Cathedral. They blamed them for everything. They threw everything out there for Ghanaians to see the previous government as a very bad government. And therefore they needed to be kicked out. But that's what happens.
Okay.
When you want to win by all means, you do things and you forget that when you come into the public domain and you become the minister or you become the president or you become an MP, over there you can't lie. The truth will show.
I see.
Because the promises will have to be fulfilled. And if you cannot fulfill the promise because the laws does not even allow you to fulfill the promises that you give the people, what are you going to do? So that is the challenge that this government has.
I see.
But at the end of the day, they are going to be there for the next 2.5 years or so.
I see.
So I encourage people to help them so that they don't fail. Because if they fail, then we have failed.
As a country.
As a country.
Okay.
But if they succeed, then the country has succeeded. So for me, what I'll tell them, look, it is difficult. So move in, get consultants, get people who are qualified to come in and help so that we can get the country standing. And for Ghanaians, they have made up their mind already. The things that you told them and they didn't, you didn't do for them, they have made up their minds.
They didn't scrutinize before, before voting.
So now it is the soul of the country that matters.
Okay.
So get consultants, get good people to come in and help with policies, with advice, with consultations and stuff to make sure that these things work well. So that at least we shall be here. Because when things get so bad, you get foreign agents looking in. You get foreign agents looking in. How can they unsettle the people? How can they, if they do it, are the people going to support and stuff like that? When things get that bad, then you get them hovering around and trying
to take charge of some.
Precisely.
I see.
So,
I see, yeah.
So when it gets to this time, it is not a joke. We all have to come together because it is our country.
All hands on deck?
Yes, all hands on deck to make sure that, okay, let us see how best we can resolve matters so that we can move forward. Rather than, oh, we can do it. We can do it. We can do it. Maybe you cannot do it all. You understand? Maybe you don't have the knowledge. You don't have the experience. You don't have the practical knowledge and stuff like that to be able to do it.
This thing seems like you and I, we are not coaches, football coaches. But when we are watching football, we try to even coach more than the coach himself standing there at the pitch. It looks like that to me.
Well,
it's like mate to me, but yeah, the show sir.
Nah, I quite a problem.
Yeah.
But you see, the system is like that. We have to vote for somebody to come to power to come and rule the country.
Sure.
That is the system. You get me? So at some point in time, a human being will have to be voted for him to come forward and run the state. And our fathers tells us that
yeah.
And then obviously if you make up your mind, okay, if I do A, B, C, D here, this is going to happen. And if it doesn't happen, and you don't have the forward solution to it, you must call somebody to come and help you.
Okay.
You get me?
Yes,
and I believe that there are a lot of Ghanaians abroad and in Ghana and everywhere who are capable of managing these affairs that is happening. But the difficult look, if you go to circle, let us say 7 o'clock, 7:30. I mean, this circle here.
Yeah.
7 o'clock, 72 under the beautiful thing that John Mahama did during
the circle Dubai.
Yes.
Yes.
It is the bedroom for a lot of people.
I always talk about this here during my intro.
Yeah.
I say it here, and I call on the regional minister, Oklu, and then the mayor, that is Michael Alote Papu, to see to this. Yeah. Say as early as let's say even as late as 5 a.m. They are still there.
Yes, because that is where they sleep. So what time is he going to wake up? When he wakes up, then he has to sort himself out. Yeah. So you ask yourself, where do they go to the private? Where do they
urinate?
Where do they do all those things?
Yeah.
So when the rains come and then he starts sending these things around, then quarrel or something happens somewhere and stuff like that. But you see, the governments of the days have always said that we need about 4.8. We have a 4.8 million deficit of housing. That's the time that if you have money, you don't have enough money to get a house or stuff like that. When governments get into that arena, what they do is they build shelters.
Shelters.
Government builds shelters.
Makeshift.
Yes.
Makeshift or
shelters. Proper shelters.
Proper.
And so those people that will sleep in there,
yeah,
they will go there and sleep overnight.
Oh,
when they finish, they will take their bag and continue going looking for a job.
That should have been an initiative.
Yes.
And is anybody thinking about this like
I don't know. Maybe if they're listening to you.
No, because it is, and I saw when I see them. And
it's not that the people are being forced to sleep there because they don't have anywhere to sleep. And maybe when they go and sleep somewhere, it's an open sky. The rains will come. Some people, you go, and when it is raining, they are standing with their bags and carrying their bags, and they are standing because they can't sleep. They sleep in front of people's houses, people's shops, and stuff like that. There should be a clear policy to build shelters before we are able to supply the kind of houses that they can rent or can be given to them as a housing benefit and stuff like that. There should be shelters so that they can go and sleep there. At least there will be shelter for them. And then the next morning they wake up and they go on their sojourning looking for work. That is what every country does.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Every country, that is what it does because the money belongs to them also.
I see.
The shares, things like gold and the rest that are being sold belongs to them also. Yeah. Ghana belongs to all Ghanaians.
All of us, yeah.
So why is it that those of them who government have said that these people, they don't have a job? We agree that they don't have a job. So how do they live?
Okay.
Why is it that the government is not paying them or giving them sustenance?
Okay.
Because you are telling them not to steal. The human being will have to eat. If he's hungry and he's not got enough money to buy food, it is a matter of life and death. Would he steal? Now, when he steals, then you go and arrest him. That he stole to survive.
And give him
for what reason? Do you have any justification for it? When the whole thing belongs to him as well, he's a partner.
Yeah.
So that is the basis. That's the social thing, the contract.
Okay.
So governments of this country must now begin to do these things to support those of them who are challenged, which they, the government themselves, say are unemployed. If you agree that you have a 25% unemployment, what are you doing towards their sustenance and their support?
Okay. I have a message here, and this is coming from Domon Emmanuel Chambers. He said that's very important discussion. And those guys, I don't want to mention your names, those guys sending this message, look, you don't send this message again, not on this platform. All right, we are not Lotus stickers and all right, so you are still watching the dialogue here on KFM TV, but we are going to go. We are leaving. A lot of people know you, and you are a lawyer in good standing. Do you have any dream?
Dream?
Yes.
My dream
as
is
in governing or anything governance or politics.
It has not. It has crossed my mind a couple of times, because the way I see things going on, sometimes you think, maybe you could do it better.
Yeah.
But my dream is to see that Ghana, the common man, the other I was telling people, I say, when that girl who got pregnant by that boy, and then the boy left the girl, and then the girl had the baby, is taken care of, and the baby is taken care of, then we have succeeded.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, then we have succeeded. Now that is what I see, because I've lived abroad for a long time, and I've worked in the system. I've seen how it works. It is not so difficult. It's just that people have to be fair to each other.
Okay.
And to respect the rights of other people. Look, I might not like this gentleman sitting down there, this handsome man. I might not like him.
Yeah.
But when they give me the job that I should make sure that he's okay, it's a job. I should make sure that he's okay. But I might not like him. If you tell me to come and eat fufu with me, I say, no, I will not agree. But my job is to make sure that that guy,
he's also fine.
He's fine.
Okay.
He has everything that he needs. And that is what governance is about.
Regardless of whether or not the person is working.
No. Because when the person does not have a job, and you have acknowledged that the person doesn't have a job, how do you expect this human being who's supposed to eat to survive? If he doesn't eat, he will die. If he doesn't urinate, he will get problems.
Okay.
If he doesn't sleep, he will get problems. How do you expect him to survive? So it is your duty, after you've collected all the taxes, you've collected all the gold money, the lithium money, and all the monies that you are collecting as the government, it is your duty to have a data to be able to reach out to that man and say, my friend, I have your data. So, even if you don't have a place to live, go to this post office. There's a money there for you for every month that will help you out. That is what Kufuor did when he did the leap. It should have been developed.
Yeah.
350 CDs to those old men who could not find something to do.
Sure.
It was a starter.
Yeah.
And it should have developed to the other parts of the section.
So we just left it.
You just left it there. It's one government's program.
Yeah. So I won't.
So my brother, for me, I want to see people doing well.
Very well.
Those of them who don't have a job, to be taken care to some extent.
Okay.
Those of them who don't have places to sleep, they should build shelters.
Can we actually do it?
Of course, who says we cannot do it?
Is the money there for us to do it?
Let me tell you something. A lot of people say those things, and I laugh. When Danado was saying, President Nana Addo Dankwa, I think 2008, he was talking about free education.
Yeah.
If you check your records. 2012, he said the same thing. 2016, he preached. It was not a budget in Ghana's budget.
Yeah.
It was not part of our expenditure.
Sure.
2017, he rolled it out. Where did he get the money from?
Okay.
So if it is a priority of government, government will find the money.
Very well.
If it is a priority. But if it is not a priority, the guy who slept on the street is not a priority to government. The guy who is starving to death is not a priority to government. So they don't care.
All right.
They want to go and say, oh, there's a road here, let us go and do it.
Okay.
You know what happens?
Yeah.
And there's a so here, let us do it. You know what happens?
Yeah.
That is more lucrative
Very
for them.
well.
But when it comes to social policies, like the predicament of Ghanaians, citizens of the Ghana, who have not been able to secure jobs, who have not been able, which the government acknowledges. What has been done? Have you checked the budget for the next 10, the past 10 budgets, and see whether there's any part of it that is made for such people?
No. Right. So here is where time will allow us. We were actually here with Osis Kanom Kambi. Biaska Kaskano, but your China, your JB, na come dear. So we are going to leave it here, but I'm sure that he's a very busy man, but I'm sure that if I call him again, he will be willing to come to us. And so he's a lawyer, Charles Owusu Juanah, and he's a private legal practitioner. Here is where time will allow us. We are going to be here Thursday, 7 a.m. So make a date with us. I am grateful to Terry and MCR department. I'm grateful producers, directors, camera department, editing bench, social media. I'm very grateful. We are going to be here tomorrow, Thursday, 7 a.m. Lawyer, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so
much.
All right.
All right.